All right, Nana, do you remember what movies we watched?
When we went to Huntington, and college up there.
In our spare time, we went one night. I remember we went out to a drive-in theater. I have no idea where it was at, but it was in Huntington there somewhere, and we saw the Aristocats. It was the first time when it first came out, and it was really good. And then we went to the Keith Albee Theater. It was an real old theater. It was in disrepair a lot. Now they've completely redone it the past couple of years, but I haven't been out there, of course, since then. But we saw Castaway Cowboys, and we saw The Sound of Music, and what was the other one I told you?
You told us about Humps a minute ago.
Yeah, we watched Humps with the camels. Well, we used to go to the Granada. They restored the Granada too in Bluefield. And is it reopened to the public now or not? Okay.
Cool.
We watched a lot of movies there. Took the kids every time we could go see something.
We went to Welch, and Mama went with us, and we went to see Noah's Ark. Is that what we
Moses.
Wait, no, when they made the movie about where they
The Ten Commandments, we watched it at the drive-in in Welch, I think.
okay. This one was a movie they made where this guy was showing that Noah's Ark was a real thing and where they thought it was. It was like a TV documentary, but they showed it in the theaters back then.
Cool.
Yeah. And we saw another Disney movie down there.
Bernie Farmer went with us, and we went to see
The Ten Commandments.
the Ten Commandments.
She was about 90. She went
And
with
she
us.
wanted to go. As for Poppie and I was married, and she sat between us.
Ooh.
She loved Donna. She thought they wasn't nothing like him.
I don't know if you remember her or not.
The little tiny short lady.
Her husband's
had,
name was
glasses,
Ross Farmer,
and she had white hair.
and her
was
name
her
was
name?
Birdie.
Birdie Farmer.
Farmer.
Yeah.
She always sit up there close to that third seat where I sit.
I remember the name.
Yeah. Yeah, they were faithful to church. And
She,
we went to see.
She was a character. She talked, but she loved watching that movie.
If you can ever find a movie, it was called The Song of Norway. And it was about classical composers. It was like in the 1700s, 1800s. And it was a lot of classical music in it. Played by orchestras. It was beautiful. Music was beautiful.
I never had seen that one.
I would see it. What else did we go see? There at the
Where did we see the Castaways?
I thought that was in Huntington. That might have been and we would go when they put that new Blueprint Cinema in. We went to see Star Wars. Remember when it first came out?
We went to see both of them. When did we go see Lord of the Rings? We went to see it somewhere.
Well, I don't know when it came out.
That would have been after.
Probably at the mall. Probably at the mall. They have 8 theaters at the mall now. They used to just have the old ones. There was just one, and then they had 2 at the Blueprints. That's why it was so famous. Everybody went there. You could just had your choice of 2 different movies. But first time I ever went to the movies, I was in 10th grade. And me and my cousin, we walked from Elkhorn to North Fork.
Oh my goodness.
We walked the railroad track and went to the movies. And on Saturday, they would start at, I think, at 2 o'clock. And you could, or it might have been a matinee before, earlier than that. But they always had a double feature. You could go in and pay one price, which I believe might have been 50 cents.
Get your feet out the way.
And you could watch both movies back to back. And if you wanted to stay and watch them again, you could stay and watch both movies again. They would run you off.
For 50 cents. And
For
now
50
you're
cents.
lucky if you can get in and out for what, $10 for
Yeah,
a ticket?
and that don't include the popcorn and
Yeah,
stuff. It's a fortune.
Yeah, it's very expensive now.
Yeah.
The little kids like to go to the movies. We've gone and seen, at Welch, they have a theater and it's steps up like
Oh,
that.
it's nice.
And
The seats are wide
wide, and they'll lay
and they
back.
recline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've gone to see a whole bunch of movies down there.
We went to see Sherlock Holmes, the new Sherlock Holmes. And with the guy that played Iron Man.
We went to see Iron Man.
What did we go see not long ago? Last time we took the kids. What was it,
when
Riri?
Jeremy and Nathaniel and Mariah was there last summer. What did we
what
go
was it?
see? When did we go to Welsh to see?
Do you remember?
What came out last summer?
No idea.
What's the one about the little sea monsters? Have y'all seen that?
No,
Did y'all go
what
see that
is
with the
that?
kids?
Uh-uh.
Luca? Have y'all seen Luca?
Yeah, I have, but that was not
It
it.
was something that just came out that we went down there to see.
It was about the babies.
Oh, it was Boss
Baby
Baby.
Boss
too.
Baby.
Boss Baby is
But we
Older.
went to see something else while we
Baby,
were there.
older.
What was it that we went to see? Oh, and they were so excited about going.
Power Rangers.
Rihanna, it was not Power Rangers.
I don't remember.
We're supposed to remember all this stuff.
Oh, I know
I
it.
could go see it here.
Rihanna ought to remember it.
What was it, Riri?
I don't think
What
I
we go
went.
see at the movies at Welsh with all the kids.
I think we only went to one movie.
We took them bowling.
Also,
Donnie took them to the arcade.
Yeah.
They had a ball. They thoroughly enjoyed it.